All rise.
Prosecution, you may start.
Thank you, Your Honor. We are suing the defendant for defamation of character and abuse of a minor.
You may now call up your first witness.
I would like to call Sister James to the stand. What did you witness when Mr. Mueller walked back to class after having a discussion with Father Flynn?
All that I witnessed is a little fuzzy in my memory.
Sister James, please answer the question.
I smell alcohol in his breath. He was acting abnormal. I don't know for sure. It was a guess. I don't know what happened.
And what do you believe caused there to be alcohol in his breath? Perhaps it was Father Flynn?
I don't know for certain.
That is enough for that. Next time, just answer the question. Now, what was Father Flynn's behavior like towards the children?
I mean, it seems normal. He just wants to help the child. Be a role model like their father. And stuff like that. He teaches the boy about life goals and sympathetic. He doesn't just teach them their subjects.
What do you mean he doesn't teach them subjects? What other advice does he give on them?
One of my students said he told them that even though they have dirty nails, they should at least keep them clean, like himself.
Do you think there might be a reason behind why he's trying to get close to these kids?
I mean, he just want to help them, right? He gives special attention to him because he's the only one. He's the only skin color. Like, the other kids may discriminate against him. Father Flynn may be acting as a guard to help protect the child until June.
So he is trying to get closer to the kids for their own good. He isn't trying to do this for his own personal gain?
Yeah, I think he's trying to spread kindness in the world.
What if he's trying to get closer to children like Donald Mueller, to use them, to manipulate them?
I suppose it's possible.
So there is a possibility. Is it possible for Father Flynn to have given the child the wine?
It is possible, but
So we are in agreement. Father Flynn may show his care on the outside for his own satisfaction, but to exploit Donald Mueller.
Objection, Your Honor. What is the question being asked to the witness?
Very sorry, Your Honor, if I may. Do you remember at the start of the year when Father Flynn touched William London's wrist?
yes, I do recall.
Do you remember the child instantly jerking away from Father Flynn's touch?
Yes.
You have to say he was not trying to get his way with that boy first. When it went wrong, he switched to an easier and more vulnerable target.
Objection. Again?
That's the second time, sister. Please ask a question or go sit down.
Sorry, Your Honor. What was the boy's expression when that happened?
I mean, he did look surprised and angry. It looked like he did not want to be touched.
What about Donald? Does he look uncomfortable around Father Flynn?
Not really. He seems relatively comfortable whenever father is around.
So you were saying he is comfortable around Father Flynn. He does not like anyone else this way and does not see anyone like Father Flynn. Perhaps even seeing him as a father figure, while being wide open to be taken advantage of.
I don't know. He just looked very happy.
No more further questions, Your Honor.
Defense, you may proceed with your argument.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sister James, how do you normally teach your class?
Objection. Relevance?
I feel it's important to the nature of teaching.
Overruled, you may proceed.
Well, I usually am passionate about teaching and all the subject, especially history. I love sharing this knowledge with them. It makes me feel I'm doing good and making true connections with the children. One of my favorite things about my teaching is how personal it is.
So you believe that while teaching, it's important to have real connections with people and show true care for them, like being a role model and almost being like a family.
Yes, you are my guide. You're one of their largest role model, especially at this young age.
So when doing this, is it important to show how good of a person you are and to help them realize what they should and should not do?
Yes.
So is it not our privilege, but also our responsibility to guide the children and be kind to them?
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly my point then. How is me being nice to students who are clearly marginalized by peers suspicious activity?
I don't know, Father.
I mean, are we not called to be compassionate?
We are also called to have self-control.
Now your turn, Sister Aloysius. Father Flynn, please continue.
Sister Aloysius is clearly referring to my nails. Is it wrong or inhumane to be clean?
It may be normal to have long nails if you forgot to cut them, but is it very abnormal? It is very abnormal to keep them very clean and delicate. That's a little odd.
Why is it abnormal to clean them? Wouldn't you want your hand to be clean? For example, what if all the dirt went into your food and you ate that?
We have cutlery, so our hands do not touch the food. Usually fingernails are unclean. Then, when you cut them, they are automatically clean.
Are you saying that being clean is abnormal? Because I remember in my lifetime, dirt and mud were disgusting.
I guess.
Moving on. Do teachers ever touch or hold children?
Sister Aloysius may occasionally hold the child's shoulder to move them in the right direction.
Does that mean that Sister Aloysius wants to use the child?
Objection! Speculation!
This is the same point the prosecution was trying to make, Your Honor.
Overruled. You may continue.
How is this fair? He is asking Sister James to make a completely ridiculous statement.
Do not outburst in my court again, and I will have to take measures.
Sorry, Your Honor.
You may continue, Father.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will rephrase the question. Just because someone touches someone else's wrist, does that mean that they have malicious intentions?
No, perhaps not. He still looked uncomfortable.
I think startled would be a more appropriate word. Now, Sister James, do you feel pressure from coworkers, like Sister Aloysius, perhaps?
I'm unsure of how to respond to that.
I mean, was she not telling you to answer that question quite aggressively back there? Maybe she's letting her frustration speak.
Objection! What point is he making with this, Your Honor?
Fine. We will have a 5-minute recess. Sorry. Defense, do you have any more questions?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. You may sit back down, Sister James.
Thank you.
Defense, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would like to call Donald Muller to the stand. So Donald, how's school been so far? Have you been having fun?
It's been alright so far. It's been hard to make a lot of friends, but many teachers have been nice to me.
Do you have any idea why people wouldn't want to be friends with you?
Not really, but I overhear people talking about how I look different.
I see. What about teachers then?
I mean, it's not like teachers are special to me. They treat me normally, but most teachers are really nice.
That makes sense.
You're the teacher that's especially nice to me.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you help me out, try and keep an eye out for me, you know.
And yet, do you know why that is?
I don't know, actually. Maybe it's because of me and who I am.
How would you say I've influenced you?
Well, you definitely helped me overcome a couple of fears and helped me grow. You also tried to protect me.
In what?
Well, you let me stay on the altar boys team. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. Why is the altar boys so important to you?
I mean, it kind of made me happy. I had the chance to have a role in the church and really feel like I belonged until, you know.
Let's talk about something else, okay?
All right.
At school, do other children bully you or push you around?
I mean, a little bit.
They bully you? Can you give me an example?
I mean, one time I was walking with my bags and a boy just came and pushed it over. But other than that, you know, it's just a lot of name calling and ignoring. And it usually happens when the teachers aren't there.
So do you think you've been living up to these expectations?
I mean, my mom kind of, but my dad, he's sometimes kind of angry with me when my mom's not defending me. And, you know, my mom tells me it's just till June, so I just got to get through it.
So let me just revise what you've said. You believe I treat you differently because of your conditions and I sympathize for your situation. Like we can almost relate.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. You kind of seem to have an understanding.
And other children of God push you around for no reason. But because they know I help you, they do it much less.
I guess so.
Well, you would say that what I'm doing is righteous then, no?
Objection! This is clear manipulation.
Your Honor, don't you see that Sister Aloysius cannot resist jutting in with her opinions? This clearly shows her tendency to let her emotions get the best of her.
Objection! False accusations. This surely cannot be allowed.
I'm simply showing my innocence while you were acting brashly.
How dare you speak to me like that? After all you have done?
I have not done anything.
Order! This will not happen in my court. If there is not proper etiquette, I will have you escorted out.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry. I don't know about the prosecution, though.
What do you mean by that? Are you trying to pick an argument? Even a fight?
Order! What did I just say? Father, you cannot do that. And sister, calm your emotions. This is not Sparta. This will not be resolved by the loudest screamer.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
The objection is overruled. Do you have any further questions?
No, Your Honor. No further questions.
You may be seated. Sister, the floor is all yours.
Donald, if Father Flynn did something wrong, would you cover up for him?
What do you mean?
I just need the question answered. No need for explanation. Why do you allow Father Flynn to guide you wherever? Why do you always listen to him?
Well, because he's very nice to me.
Do you know why he's very nice?
Because I'm different.
What does he gain out of helping you?
I don't know.
You don't know or don't want to tell us? Speak up, child.
I don't know, okay?
So he could be using you for his own reasons, and you wouldn't tell us because you want to cover for him.
Yeah, but like, that's not what...
Then after all of this, why did he leave the church instead of getting me kicked out?
I don't know.
Don't know or don't want to tell us. His intentions are clear as day and must be brought to light.
Sister Aloysius, I just don't know.
Precisely. He does not know. How can we trust Father Flynn is not taking advantage of him?
Sister Aloysius,
What about your home life? Are your parents mean to you?
I mean, Lil.
How?
My dad hurt me sometimes physically, and my mom doesn't help to stop him some of the time.
So usually almost everyone is unkind towards you?
I mean, yeah,
Why?
because I'm different.
So what's to say Father Flynn is not doing this for his personal gain? Final question. Has Father Flynn made advances on you?
I don't even know.
Don't worry, Donald. This is for your own good. No further questions, Your Honor.
We will take a short 2-minute recess. Are both of you ready to say your closing statements?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, prosecution, you may start.
Thank you, Your Honor. First, let's review the facts. Donald Muller is a broken child. He gets abused by his parents and by other children in the church. Due to his parent weakness, Father Flynn took advantage of him. He gained Donald's trust by protecting him, while covering his true intentions. He bought over Donald's trust by being a protector. But when he got lazy and I figured it out, he left the school instead of taking any action. Father Flynn is clearly manipulating the child and the hierarchy of the church. Father Flynn must be found guilty. This treachery will not stand. He cannot be allowed to continue.
Thank you. Father Flynn, you may start.
Thank you, Your Honor. I too want to review everything we've gone over. This entire case started from Sister James' alleged confession that Donald Mueller was drinking wine. She has no proof that I gave Donald that wine, or that I did anything to him at all. How does the sister know that if Donald was acting usual because of me? What if it was because of his home life and his parents? Sister has given no real proof and evidence. Her entire case is built upon her ego and how she does not want me to be in the church. When I left, she even said, quote, "I have doubts." I left because she's been working in the church for years and teaching is her specialty. It would be easier and better for both of us if I left. I do not want the child or anybody to be affected. I just want them to be happy, and I'm trying to be a role model for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. I've thought long about and hard about this verdict. I've weighed both the defendant and prosecution's arguments and their cases. Father Flynn presented a good case on how concrete evidence how there isn't much concrete evidence, and how Donald Muller's actions can be explained in different ways. I also recognize how Sister Aloysius is confused and how she has doubts and uncertainty about what she has done. On the other hand, Sister Aloysius presented how there is still some gaps in Father Flynn's case. Why won't he push to defend himself? Why is he leaving without reporting to anybody? Or why is he not reporting to the hierarchy? Both sides have valid and worthy ideas. My verdict is